Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everybody else all across the world, welcome to the first ever 13th episode of the Screen and Pitch Project featuring your hosts, MGK and.
Tail.
So, following up from episode 12, where we, predicted our 25-26 Premier League from 1 to 20 and a few sort of select picks, we are going to draft, not predict, but draft our Premier League 25-26 team of the season who we think are going to be the best players uh, in the season. And then at the end of the season, we'll look back and see which team performed better this season in the Premier League. But before we do that, we have a sponsor for this video. Can't stand people with different religious beliefs, sexual orientations, genders, and skin colors to you? Hate woke concepts like taxing the rich, labor laws, and human rights? Then move to Fascistan today, an uber capitalist utopia where your speech is free as long as everyone agrees with it, your immigrants are zero because everyone's a citizen or a slave, and your privileges are infinite as long as you're wealthy. Fascistan brings back the good old days where everyone knows their place. The earth is flat, there are no vaccines to cause autism because there's no such thing as autism. Fascistan, so far right that there's nothing left.
Oh man, that was fantastic. I think we should all move there if our countries don't turn into it first.
Yeah. Hey, fingers crossed. Maybe we're lucky enough to never have to move to Pakistan because our countries are that great.
Yes, make us great again.
Yep. All right, guys. So we are going to begin this draft with a rock, paper, scissors. It's going to be snake order. The winner of the rock, paper, scissors just decides whether they go first or second. I think that's how we'll keep it.
Yep.
The only rule is not more than two players from a single team. Your manager of the season can be from any team, so that's unrestricted. And without further ado, Tayal, if you can keep your fist up in the air in three, two, one, rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
What do you put?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to go second in this
Okay,
draft, and I
okay,
will give you the honor of the number one pick. And
fair.
I'm quite curious which direction you're going to go in.
Right wing Bukayo Saka for
Of
Arsenal.
course.
I think
Uh,
also because not only do I think he'll have a good season if he stays fit, but because I think there's relatively less competition on that right wing spot. I could only really think of a certain Man United winger who could compete with him, and obviously the legend that is Mo Salah.
yeah, I was wondering, are you? I mean, he's not dead yet.
Oh, not at all, not at all. But I think since in our previous video we both predicted that maybe this may be the start of the fall, it's a little hedging Betty of me to pick him here if I think that. So I was just
Yeah.
like, let's go all in on what we believe.
Okay, now this puts me in an interesting position because I feel like for some, there are like two obvious picks. So if I do that, then what happens to the rest? Um, Part of me wants to like completely mess around with the formation now that I have the second pick and I could do something very sneaky. Uh, Maybe I will go with that. So with my first two picks, I will take Erling Haaland and Alexander Isaac as my two strikers, and the formation will change to more of a 3-5-2. So we will attempt to go
Ooh, not even
into
4-4-2.
no into a wingback situation. I think these are the standout players, and I couldn't bear taking one and giving you the other, so I decided to take both.
Hey, fair enough. Um,
I wonder if this puts a wrench in your plans.
Not really. I think I would have picked Isaac. I'm not as high on Haaland, but I can live without that right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna do this because I think these guys are amazing players and I think they'll have great seasons. I'm going to pick Reinders for midfield.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know what? I'll respond to what you do because I'm fairly confident on this. My left center back is the king of Brazil, Gabriel.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think he's phenomenal and the best. I think not because obviously Van Dijk is 34, and in part because of that, he's the best centre back in the league, or he will at least be recognized as that once this season passes. And again, like this is not me saying Gabriel's better than peak Van Dijk. He's not. But right now, I think Van Dijk is still a little better, but Gabriel is easily number two. So, and I think this season he's just going to crown himself as number one. So,
Not bad. Okay, that's a solid pick. I think Reindeers is the one I'm more surprised about. Gabriel, I would have still seen coming. But okay, building out a little bit of the middle. Uh, for my next pick, there are a few different directions I can go, uh, and I'm not 100% sure yet. Uh, I think I will take Van Dyke just to have one stable defender and have him in the center of my three-man defense.
yeah,
Um, and that now means I have no more Liverpool picks left.
yeah.
And I will take Declan Rice as a midfielder.
Fantastic choice. He was in my shortlists. Interesting picks. I think at this point you definitely have some of the more popular picks, so I'm not really going to dispute that. I still don't know if I should just pick from the rest while I pad out my defense because it makes life easier. I really want to say this guy because I think he's fantastic, but I don't know if he'll start. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put Joao Pedro as my striker.
Oh wow, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, what a start to the season.
The next pick, Pedro Porro for right back. I think he's
Ooh,
going to
I
have a
like it.
great season,
Yeah,
and I think he's with a manager who can bring out the best in him.
yeah. Bombing down the right side, and yeah, and with Madison out, he's actually going to get a lot of assists too. I think because he's going to
Yeah,
be the free kick guy. Um, okay, my first pick is the easiest pick, and I was just praying to God that you don't pick him. And that is my cam, who is Cole Palmer.
yeah,
So that I think was kind of the obvious pick,
yeah.
at least for me. And now is where it becomes interesting. Do I go for another center back? Do I finish off the midfield? Is there someone who really stands out? This is I'm basically choosing between two players. If only Trent was still here, I feel like that would be a
Yeah,
no-brainer right wing
yeah,
back
yeah.
player. Um, I think I shall go with my left wing back will be Josko Guardiol.
Great pick. So you're done with City now.
I'm done with City and Liverpool, which is going to be a
Hmm.
bit of an issue, but let's see.
Yeah, cool.
You're done with Arsenal only.
I'm done with Arsenal only. I'm gonna pick this guy because I was very, very impressed with him in the games against Fulham. Moises Caicedo for my next
Hmm.
central midfielder. You're putting him in your team, and I know
Oh,
you want to do that, but that's not
yeah.
happening.
Ah, this was sad.
I think I should go for a centre back because you have City. Yeah, I think for my centre back, right? I think there are a lot of good shouts. Obviously, Saliba is not an option for me anymore. I am going to go for this guy because I think A, he's a really good centre back, and B, he's under a manager that will bring out the best in him. James Tarkowski.
Oh, interesting. I like it. Okay, that was a bit more of a. I wasn't fully expecting that pick.
Yeah,
Uh, I was okay. Let's see. So there's two ways to go about this. I'm gonna continue my Chelsea picks and pick Enzo Fernandez as my other center mid. I
Fair
know this
enough.
is quite a attacking lineup. Um, and
Yeah, you have
then,
Declan Rice to cover. You'll be fine.
yes, that is the hope. And now I am debating. I think I want a bit more. Again, this two-team rule has really screwed, or I didn't plan this out perfectly because there's a very obvious right wing back pick, but I can't pick him.
Jeremy Frimpong.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Um,
I actually had I have a list of one, two, three, four, five, six right backs, all from six different teams. So
so I
I
think
think
I'll finish my Arsenal picks and pick Ben White as my right wing back.
I'm so glad you said Ben White because I know a lot of people love Timber and rightly so, but I think Ben White is the superior right back option.
I think he's very solid defensively. I think
Offensively, he's
and
better,
yeah, and
much better.
offensively he can So
He's
I feel like for a wing back he makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah. He's not going to bomb up and down. He's more a Trent type. He's a really good
Yeah.
passer, and yeah, he can overlap. But it's a great shout. Um, this is possibly the best left winger in the league, but also one of the more underrated players in the league. Cody Gakpo on left wing.
Yes.
He was one of my like lock high priority picks, and I was just like, yeah, great. He's gone under the radar. He's picked both of his Liverpool players. I have a free run at Cody Gakpo.
Great
Um,
player.
yeah. Um, and then for CAM, I have a lot of options here. I'm going to go with who I think is a player I like more rather than who I think is the better player. And I'll tell you both options. But basically, I'm going to go with Matthias Cunha in for CAM. It was between him
Oh,
and Bruno Fernandes. But like, dude, the guy is just ridiculous, right? I watched like two United games this season.
yeah.
His ability to just dribble and carry his team from like the middle third into attack is just ridiculous. Um, I just love the player. He was one of the players I would have loved for us to sign
Hmm.
um, this season. Like if we hadn't gotten Eze, Cunha is what I would have wanted. But yeah, so Cunha for me, I think is going to have a fantastic season if he stays fit because I know he's got an injury now.
I was thinking you were going to be picking between Wirtz and Bruno. But yeah, Cunha. But Wirtz is also very unproven.
Here's the thing.
Um,
Here's the thing. The Liverpool player I really wanted to pick, and I'm so sad about not picking just because of the words issue, is Dominic Soboslai. I would have picked him.
Soboslai, yeah.
I wanted to pick him, and that was the dilemma I had, and I went with Reinders just because I was like, okay, I think Reinders is going to get more minutes in midfield
Yeah,
than Soboslai might, and that's a shame. I think Soboslai is fantastic. So yeah,
yeah. Okay, now I just have my center backs. So center of the team. So I will go first center back. I think Christian Romero.
okay,
So we'll go with the Tottenham pick. Solid, should be able to. I think between Van Dijk and Romero, creating a nice physical back line. Uh, for my second pick, this is the one that I was struggling with. Who all have you picked? I was hoping that you had used up a certain team, so then you couldn't use their goalie. But you've been much better at planning this out than I have.
hey, I mean you
Uh,
have Isaac and Haaland, so
yeah, I kind of went all in there. Um, I think he'll be back. No. Okay, so second center back, I will go for. Hmm, okay, I think this might be a bit of a left field pick, but I'm gonna go for Everton center back Jared Brathwaite. I think he's gonna
fair enough.
be the breakout kind of star. He's gonna be a massive transfer probably next year. So in anticipation of that, I'm picking him as my third center back.
Yeah, fair enough. Um, so I have what? Oh, left back and goalkeeper.
Goalie.
Yeah. What should I do? What should I do? He's a minute's risk because he plays for Guardiola. That's why I'm just sort of thinking about it.
Hmm.
But you know what? Fuck it. Left back Ryan Aitnouri.
Oh, okay.
It was between him and Kirkes for me because I have both of them left.
Yeah, that's fair.
But what this unlocks for me is possibly, when all is said and done, the greatest Premier League goalkeeper, but definitely the best Premier League goalkeeper right now, Allison.
Allison. Yeah, I think the no-brainer goalkeeper pick.
Yeah, that's what swayed it. It was like, okay, do I do Kirkes and Pickford, or do I do Ait Nouri and Allison? And I was like, you know what? I just want Allison.
Fair enough. Now that leaves me with my goalkeeper pick. Unfortunately, I can't pick from the teams I actually want to pick the goalkeeper from. Um, so, do I go for the unexpected great goalkeeper from last year, or do I just go for the big name and just be safe? I guess my whole drafting strategy has been going for the big name, so I'll stick to going for the big name. I will go with Emiliano Martinez as my goalkeeper,
Oh,
the World Cup winner. And
yeah.
fortunately, he wasn't. I guess either way, I didn't pick any United players, so even if he was transferred, I would have been fine.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so this is interesting because I will go for Pep Guardiola. I There are managers I like more than him, but I think Pep with this team will be deadly.
Remember, this is like your team of the season prediction. So this is basically you're
Oh
saying,
wait, this is team. Oh sorry, team of the season predictions. Um, Thank you for clarifying. I shall then go for Enzo Maresca because I think he's going to be the breakout manager of the season and overperform expectations, which is for Chelsea to finish fourth. So he's my pick,
Mikel Arteta.
of course. At least we both stayed true to ourselves.
Mikel Arteta. There's no A in the Mikel.
Oh,
And dude, like I I said in the previous video, I think we should win the league assuming people stay fit or like reasonable distribution of injuries. And if we win the league, I think considering that everyone, and I'm not saying that both of us, but like everyone and their dog has Liverpool as runaway
yeah,
favorites, you have to give it to us. Like you can't call us bottlers and like be like, oh, now or never, or oh, you know, uh, this is the max, this is the furthest that he can take you, and then if he wins the league, not give him manager of the season. So
yeah, that's fair.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
if Arsenal wins a title, it's Arteta for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Same with Enzo. Like
Yeah.
if Enzo finishes second,
Yes.
like he should be manager of the season. Um, yeah, even I mean honestly, for me, like Enzo finishing or Chelsea finishing second is more of a surprise than Arsenal finishing
Then
first.
Arsenal finish
And
first.
this is
Yeah.
not disrespect to Chelsea. This is like I said, I think next season they'll be like a serious title contender if they keep
Yep.
this trajectory up. So this is just me saying that it's a year too early for them. Um,
Yeah.
so guys, that was our draft for team of the season. Obviously, this is not complete because it's a draft, so we don't get to pick exactly who we want. But we will revisit this at the end of the season to see how each of our teams has performed in the 25-26 season and kind of figure out who has the better team. Winner gets bragging rights, loser gets nothing, which is how most things
Losers
work.
end up. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, tell us your team of the season in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notify bell, all that jazz. And this is the Screen and Pitch Project signing off. You supposed to say something? Say something.
Peace out.